Hello kids! So, have you drawn the patterns which I had asked you to draw? Let's have a quick glance over the patterns drawn. We have drawn two vertical rods, and on one of them, we've drawn the center point. The rod having the center point is the units rod. We then drew a horizontal rod crossing the vertical rods. This is our counting bar. Now, can anyone tell me the 3 steps which we're going to follow? Ruby, can you tell us the first step? Yes, it's counting the numbers on our fingers. Next comes understanding the numbers on the abacus tool. Ray, would you tell us the third step? That is correct. It's drawing the beads in our notebooks. So let's start with the number 0. How do we denote 0 with our hands? Does the number 0 have any value? No. Therefore, we will denote it with a closed fist like this. Okay, now how do we denote 0 on the abacus? Remember, in the last video we had seen, if there are no beads touching the counting bar, it means the value of the abacus is 0. Hence, no beads will touch the counting bar. And how do we denote 0 in our books? Did we move any beads on the tool? No. Therefore, you will draw no beads in your books as well. The next number is 1. Can anyone tell me how we can count 1 using our fingers? Ruby, you got it right. We will use our index finger to count 1. On the abacus tool, the value of one lower bead is 1. Hence, we will move only one lower bead of the units rod to the counting bar. In your notebooks, draw a circle depicting the bead touching the counting bar on the units rod. Make sure that the units rod is having a center point on it. Children, now did you get it? We are following the abacus in our notebooks. Now let's take the next number, which is 2. We will count 2 with our index finger and the tall finger. On the abacus, we will move 2 lower beads to the counting bar. This is because 1 and 1 becomes 2. Now, in the same way as we did previously, draw 2 beads touching the counting bar in your notebook. Great! What comes next? Ray says 3. That's right. Let's first count 3 on our fingers. We will use 3 fingers, the index finger, the tall finger, and the ring finger to count 3. Now, Ruby, can you tell us how many lower beads will touch the counting bar? 3. Very good. So, let's move 3 lower beads towards the counting bar. The value of each lower bead is 1. Therefore, 3 lower beads gives us the value 3. And how many beads would you draw in your notebooks? 3 beads. Excellent. Next, we will use 4 fingers to show the number 4. The index finger, the tall finger, the ring finger, and the tiny finger. On the abacus, we will move 4 lower beads towards the counting bar. That's 4 on the abacus. And how many beads will you draw in your notebook? 4 it is. See? Isn't it simple? Tune in to our next video to find out how to represent the numbers 5 to 9 on the abacus. And don't forget, keep practicing.